How's everyone doing? This is Steve Gregory, NFL football player, safety. Today we're going to be working on the progression that a cornerback or safety must go through throughout a play. I'll be out here as a safety. As a safety, my read steps are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be lined up on the field, and I'm going to pop my feet as a safety to get my three-step read. So Brandon will do his shuffle, I'll do my pop my feet. We'll both read the three-step from the quarterback, and then we'll drive on the route. So on go, okay? Set, go. Boom. And then we'll both converge on the route. And that's the three-step read. After we do that, we'll do that across the board, keep rotating guys in. Now we're gonna do the three-step read on the out route. So what Brandon's gonna do is he's gonna get his same read steps. But this time, this is why it's so important to get your eyes back to the receiver after you get your read steps. Because now instead of the receiver running that slant route, he's gonna be running that quick out. So if you just assume he's always running a slant route on a three-step, you don't wanna be breaking on a slant with the receiver running the out route. So Brandon's gonna work his eyes really well. He's gonna get his three-step read, and then the guy's gonna run the out route and he's gonna break on the out route. Me as a safety, I'll do the same thing. I'll get my read steps and I'll get my angle right, breaking towards that out route. So we'll have two guys up again like this. Set, go, and then we'll go here. Now we'll do that across the board. The next part of our progression throughout a play, now the quarterback's not gonna have a three-step read. He's gonna have a five-step drop. Now the routes are gonna be a little bit deeper. You're gonna get your curl route, you're gonna get your out route at about 10 to 12. So now what Brandon's gonna have to do, he's gonna get his three-step read. Now it's not a three-step anymore. Now he gets into his back pedal. So Brandon will get into his back pedal, and we're gonna simulate that the receiver ran up, five-step drop, and a curl route. So he's gonna get his T-plant and break, and when we say T-plant and break, we get in our back pedal, we get a good foot in the ground, almost like you're making a T, foot in the ground, and explode out of your break. Anytime you're coming out of your breaks, you really wanna use your arms. That's what's gonna get your body moving. So you break and use those arms to come out. So Brandon, the next part of our progression will be a five-step drop, through the three-step to the five-step on the curl. As a safety, during this part of the drill, you'll pop your feet and get your read steps. Now you want to get into your smooth back pedal here as a safety. I could be playing quarters coverage, quarters coverage is 4 deep across the field. Both corners, both safeties have a quarter of the field. And we'll both converge on the curl route. You ready? Set, go. Boom. Now this will all be based off of what the quarterback is doing. There'll be a quarterback there giving the read. He'll be in his stance. Set, go. He'll go through the three-step to the five-step, and then his shoulders will go to the curl route. And that's to simulate where he's throwing the ball. You saw Brandon did a good job of getting his read steps, getting in that smooth back pedal. It's so important that you want to stay balanced during your back pedal. You don't want to be on your heels, because if you're on your heels, you're not going to be able to get out of that break. You don't want to be too far ahead of yourself, then you're not going to be able to backpedal fast enough. You saw Brandon, he was nice and smooth, nice and fluid, nice and comfortable. The main thing about a backpedal is you want to feel comfortable doing it. You don't want to feel awkward, you don't want to feel off balance. Brandon does a good job of staying low, staying square is the main thing too. You don't want to read your three-step and backpedaling or shuffling. You want to be nice and square to the receiver. So every time you break, your body's in front of you. You can move your weight and adjust your weight as fast as possible. The next part of that drill will be an out route. So Brandon will get his three-step, he'll get into his back pedal and break on the out route. Again, you got to get those eyes back on the receiver. You're going to see the quarterback. You're going to see where his shoulders are pointing. That's going to tell you where he's throwing it. A quarterback can't point his shoulders this way and throw the ball this way. What's that? So Brandon will get his three-step read, he'll get into his back pedal, and he'll break on the out route. You ready? Set, go. And there we go. Now that's a 5-step drop. Beyond that, we're going to get into the deep ball. So these are all progression throughout a play. Imagine not knowing what the receiver's running, and you got to read the 3-step, no 3-step. Now you're in 5-step, no 5-step. Now it's a deep ball. You got to open up those hips. If you saw the drill about cushion drill that we also have, now the receiver's climbing on you. He's breaking your cushion, and you have to open up and run now. So that'll be the second part of the drill, which is a deep ball, 7-step drop. Last part of the progression as a safety. After that progression, we'll have 2 safeties in the middle of the field. We'll pop our feet, we're through the 5-step. Now into the 7-step, the quarterback's shoulders are back. As a safety, you want to break and get over the top and help that corner out. So here we're going to do it together as we would do it in practice. We're going to start here. Say go, 3-step, 5-step, 7. You want to break. You see Brandon do a good job of opening up his hips, staying on a straight line as if he's anticipating the receiver running a deep route. From a safety's perspective, that ball's in the air. Get on your horse, get over there, make a play on it, and save the day. Again, I'm Steve Gregory. This was my pro tip on the progression that a cornerback or safety must go through throughout a play. And this is a drill you can work with a bunch of your teammates or friends to increase your skills and increase your understanding of how to go through the progression of a play.